Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Patreon member, I want to thank you. I truly do. I thank you for supporting the channel, and I thank you for supporting yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the likes, subscribes, the comments. I'm about to bring you Spacechain. And I got lost in space when I did the research on this. And I wanted to bring it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, after this video, you might really want to go and meet ET. Why don't you check a look at the logo? What do you see? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to strap in. Buckle your seatbelts. Because we are going to space in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off.
Imagine a new kind of global operating system, hosted in space, available to anyone, anywhere in the world. Spacechain is building the world's first open-source blockchain-based satellite network. A mesh-node constellation of low-Earth orbit microsatellites will serve as the next generation of decentralized infrastructure for the blockchain industry, allowing users to develop and run applications in space, like cryptocurrency exchanges, global real-time sensor arrays, ultra-secure data storage, space VR, true peer-to-peer encrypted messages, or applications we haven't even dreamt of yet, all while remaining secure, immutable, and decentralized through proven blockchain cryptography. Spacechain utility tokens will enable developers and users to run apps and store data on the blockchain, establishing a crowdsourced app marketplace, an open-source interoperability standard for all future space platforms. Imagine all satellites, spacecraft, and hardware networked together by the open-source protocol and technology created by the Spacechain community. What industries could we create and boundaries could we break by untethering innovation from the Earth? Spacechain, revolutionizing the space economy.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, that was Spacechain. That was what is Spacechain. Now, we had to bring you that so that you can understand exactly the gravity of what we are talking about. And you know I had to say gravity because we're talking about space. The gravity. Now look at it. The website wants to act up and be all funny. Bear with me real quick while this comes right back up. Come on, Spacechain, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. See how that works, ladies and gentlemen? Founded in 2017, Spacechain is a community-based space platform that combines space and blockchain technologies to build the world's first open-source blockchain-based satellite network, allowing users to develop and run decentralized applications in space. The Spacechain operating system will be available to anyone, anywhere in the world, all while remaining secure and immutable through proven blockchain cryptography. In doing so, Spacechain's vision is to remove barriers and allow a global community to access and collaborate in space. Hence the video you just saw. Now, the Spacechain journey was launched the first quantum-based blockchain node into space on February 2nd, 2018. Now I want you to see what China was doing. Okay? And this was in 2017. China launches the world's first quantum communication line. I believe Spacechain in China and all of the rest of the world have some correlation. Let's take a look. Called the Jingyu, first secure quantum telecommunications. It connects the country's major secret. Beijing, Jinjiang, Hefei, and Shanghai. Launched in August of 2017, the world's first quantum satellite. The line's big differentiator is the advanced encryption. The high level of protection makes it ideal for sectors with highly sensitive information, including finance, information security, and government. Launched in China. That was in 2017. Appear far when you are near. 2018. This is just the roadmap of all of their little nodes that have been launched. The satellites that have been launched on space. Up until December 2019. We don't see any update yet. The technology. Spacechain is building the world's first open source satellite network to enable a next generation infrastructure for blockchain industry. This mesh node constellation of low Earth orbit microsatellites will serve as a decentralized infrastructure for the blockchain industry. Spacechain's open source operating system, Spacechain OS, converts single operator satellites into multi-tenant ones, allowing users to develop different types of space-based applications on a single satellite. The OS provides a blockchain sandbox that enables dApps developed on this platform to run securely and independently without any interference. Thus, developers worldwide are able to utilize the platform for rapid development, testing, and deployment of decentralized apps, including cryptocurrency exchanges, global real-time sensor arrays, ultra-secure data storage, true peer-to-peer encrypted messaging, or applications we haven't even dreamed of yet, which was highlighted in the video. Now, the executive team, Zhisheng, co-founder, chief executive officer, co-founder, this is Jeff Garzik. Now, these guys, they helped build Bitcoin. They were in that whole development team of Bitcoin. Now, they would make sense because now they're developing Spacechain. So they were deleting frontiers because we all know this was planned out. And now they're operating in space. And ladies and gentlemen, the things going on in space is a lot interesting, a lot more interesting than you think. You talk about going to the moon. We're actually going to be able to do that. It's been predicted in TV shows like the Jetsons, movies. The board of advisors, Don Tapscott, Tim Draper, Big Jeffrey Manbear, Matthew Rosette, Eric Anderson. Now, if Tim Draper and Don Tapscott is involved, you know it's a doozy. Now, here are some of the partners. Ark Mission, Block, Draper University, ESA, Kubos, Nexus, Open Cosmos, Quantum, SpacePharma, SpaceBelt. You know we talked about Nexus. Nexus got a whole lot going on over there. The IIF, Blockchain Research Institute, Digital Chamber of Commerce. You know I'm bullish on that. And the SSTA, Singapore Space Technology. It's big, ladies and gentlemen. It's so big. It's just remarkable. So these are the partners that they have going on. Okay? Now I want to start showing you some of these other partners that are connected to Spacechain. Because we know what Spacechain is doing. We know what they want to do. We know that they want to go to the moon. They want to go to space. Now, we're on SpaceBelt, one of their partners, Cloud Constellation Corporation, leading the cloud transformation of space. Now, SpaceBelt, data security as a service. Basically, they're going to secure all those satellites out there, make sure all the information is safe. Customers, data centers, government facilities, digital currency exchanges. You know, big exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, they have their stuff stored up there in space on these satellites. Because who's going to go up to space and go and get it? Now, if it's on Earth, it can be tampered with. In space, ain't nobody going up there. Now, imagine how organizations would operate if data vulnerability was no longer a focus of day-to-day operations. A world free of insecure data and jurisdictional hazards. A global data storage network based in space. Welcome to the cloud transformation of space. Introducing SpaceBelt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, SpaceBelt is loading. It is loading, and it is loading. Hopefully it opens up soon. But if it doesn't, let's just go scroll down until it does. Now we have cybersecurity, the number one concerns of CEOs. The cost of data security. Global cyber security breach costs $400 billion. PwC report 59% of CIOs have cyber insurance policies. Cyber insurance fee, $10,000 to $50,000 per 1 million.
One of the greatest challenges facing business and government organizations today is how to store and move and protect sensitive data around the world while providing the highest security. Shared hosting facilities offer scale, but with the added exposure to security risks, leased lines, jurisdictional hazards, and the inherent vulnerability of the internet mean no data is 100% secure. This is where SpaceBelt comes in. We offer a truly global network with highly secure storage in space that allows data to be transmitted to and stored on satellites in low Earth orbit. This provides secure access without the need to transmit over global terrestrial networks. By placing data on satellites via ultra-secure dedicated terminals, many of today's secure global data challenges will be solved. This applies to data regulations as our highly secure space-based ecosystem that enable organizations to manage sovereign data and complex jurisdictional regulations. SpaceBelt can also robustly meet challenges of unpredictable events. Our patented technology also integrates existing geostationary satellites with a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. This belt of LEO satellites provides the unencumbered transfer of information by optical laser to form a global ring. From the ground, data is transferred from a satellite dish to a geostationary satellite, which relays the information to a SpaceBelt LEO communication satellite. The data and information can be transferred throughout the belt and will be managed in our highly secure storage satellites. SpaceBelt's initial constellation can store 4 times the information held in the US Library of Congress. Not to mention, users can retrieve information anywhere on the globe within seconds. It's SpaceBelt's new patented approach that will fundamentally change the way secure data is stored and managed on orbit and securely transmitted for years to come.
Wow, SpaceBelt. Damn. Now let's look at some of these partners real quick. I mean, this is just groundbreaking news. SpaceBelt Global Partner Program. The cloud server providers, TokenX, IBM, Wasabi, ACA International, Telecom Specialists. Satellite communication service providers, X2N-SAT, Alera, Swiss Devco. Digital currencies, you have SolarCoin, and you also have Spacechain. Enterprise organization, we have Ark Mission. Solution and tech partners, SciSec, Add Value. Now, ladies and gentlemen, SpaceBelt. They have a lot going on in regards to securing information within these satellites. I think it's a very necessary thing in regards to making sure the information is safe. So now we're going to go to another connection to Spacechain. Now, I was sleeping on Spacechain for some time, but then I kept visiting the Digital Chamber of Commerce site, and I just kept seeing Spacechain there. And I'm a smart guy. I said, if Spacechain is there, I need to do some more research on it, and I need to own the coin. And I do now. Because I know what it is. Now the SSTL, Singapore Space and Technology. In 2020, SSTL has launched its first space-based accelerator program in Singapore, providing specialized support for space tech startups in this niche sector. The accelerator program is supported by Enterprise Singapore. Through the program, we work with local and international startups of varying maturity levels from pre-seed up to Series B, working on hardware products and services. Now they support them through the infancy and on. Now it's needed, and you can see what they have in their portfolio. Extraterrestrial power. Wow, I need to know what that is. Spacechain, SpaceBelt, New Space, Medicine, Mission Space, and here are the mentors. I know a lot of them are very reputable individuals if they're on this SSTL. You know, you can do your own research on them specifically, but I definitely believe they wouldn't be on there if they weren't of a certain caliber. Now, this is the Singapore Space and Technology. Now, I wanted to see this one partner that is of them, which is the extraterrestrial power. Let's power up the solar system. Lunar electricity, enabling humanity's future venturing into the solar system in our DNA. Available lunar electricity is going to be the key resource. Power transmission, electricity generated is only useful when consumed. Extraterrestrial power delivers power on the last critical mile. Engineering services, ready to take on any challenge in anything related to electricity. Spacecraft electrical subsystems design, electrical engineering, or embedded software services. Wow, who we are. Extraterrestrial Power Ltd is the electricity provider of the solar system. Get in touch with us if you need sustainable electricity outside of Earth. Wow. Now that's some interesting stuff. Wow. When you do a little more digging, what you can run into, I mean, it's like a bumper car. Get the information, boom! Get the information, boom! Boom! You know what I'm saying? Now let's go back. This is Space for Humanity. We are cultivating a movement to expand access to space for all humanity. Basically, they want to bring humans to space. And I'm going to show you a video of pretty much what they want to do. What they're going to do. I mean, the Jetsons was predicted in 1962, and they were talking about all of the things that we see now. And they were living in space. So what do you think they want to do? Let's go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that made you quiver. Because it made me quiver when I saw it. It surely did. Now, statement of solidarity. From day one, we committed to contribute to a culture that ensures equal rights and social value that celebrates our uniqueness and prioritizes our unity. We're building a foundation for an inclusive future in space. Now, they've been launching things to space for Earth. Planetary challenges require planetary solutions. Basically, they want to take us to space. Now, the partners, I can't see the partners because they have it blocked for some reason. They don't want us to know. But I can show you the leadership team. And then you can come to their website and see all their little videos that, show what they want to do. But this is the leadership team. Drew, what the hell going on with Drew? Let me stop. I know this guy, Kunal Sood. He was on the Meet the Draper. Very smart guy. So I know if he's involved, this is definitely legit. And Tim Draper, he's connected to Tim Draper, a very close friend. So, yeah, I mean, that's Space for Humanity. And you can come to this website, spaceforhumanity.org, and come see more stuff. But there's a lot more to this video. Now, SpacePharma, providing the pathway from your idea all the way to the space. Microgravity, mega results. Start your experiment now. Let's see what the experiment is. Oh, they want me to contact them. I'm not contacting you. Now, why SpacePharma? A large variety of life science experiments can be conducted. A remotely controlled, full automated lab based on a lab on a chip. Customer preference. You choose where you want to monitor your research. Wow. No human intervention is requested. Basically, they're going to have everything on these chips. About our labs. Our labs were developed with microfluidics-based lab on a chip technology that enabled to adapt research in microgravity cost effectively. These labs provide an agile platform that can allow you to get unprecedented results that cannot be obtained on terrestrial setting. So this is what they have going on. Protein crystallization, stem cells, microbiology, aging, cancer and other diseases, fluid physics. It's ridiculous, man. This is crazy. Our mission is to leverage the miniaturized microgravity lab tech, enabling unprecedented possibilities to develop new drugs in space. All that is at a fraction of the cost, with higher success rates than experiments conducted with traditional research methods. We are aiming to bring a positive impact on millions of lives here on Earth. But my question is, why do they have to do this stuff in space? What do they have planned? SpacePharma can plan, develop, and execute any of your research idea assisted by our multidisciplinary experienced scientists. Now, this is the team. They might be in like Germany, it looks like, by some of their names. Wow. Yeah, so that's SpacePharma. Let's take a look at some of their missions real quick. These are the list of missions. Free orbit satellite. So these are all launched. Nexus. Hence the crypto. First generation lab on board. The ISS. Wow, so they're in space right now doing all this. Which I don't understand why they have to go to space to do this. Nexus 2, second generation lab on board the ISS. Very interesting. Now we're going to go to Ark Mission Foundation, securing knowledge forever. The Ark Mission Foundation is a nonprofit that archives humanity's most important for future generations. Well, that pretty much tells you what they're doing. And you can look at the partners. The best Earth has to offer. Let's go deeper. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me. You take me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. All right, so our partners, Astrobotic. This is interesting. Carnegie Mellon University Catalog Conrad Challenge. I mean, I'm not going to say everything, but you can look at this. The Long Now Foundation, Microsoft. Spacechain, SpaceBelt. Wikimedia Foundation. That's interesting. But all of these, if you want to learn how to research, you would just start clicking on these and look at their websites and see the 6 degrees of separation. Because it's through these degrees that you find interesting things, like for all mankind. Like, what are you talking about over there? School of Information and Library Science. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is some really groundbreaking stuff. Spacechain is doing some revolutionary stuff. Hence, this is why it's on the Digital Chamber of Commerce's website. I keep telling you that's a cheat code. Now I got more cheat codes. I know what they got going on in China, Singapore. I know the chosen blockchains and tech. We know it. That's why we're bringing it to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring you this. Why? Because it's not fun if the homies can't have none. I'm not saying that you're my homie, but we are brothers and sisters, and we are on the same frequency. We have to be, if you're listening to me. Now, I want to go into another website. This is Astrobotic. And they're dealing with satellites. Look at this stuff. These are the satellites that they're putting out there. Astrobotic awarded $79.5 million. The Mission Moon Ranger. This thing is floating on the moon. Driving, actually. Mission 3 Griffin. They were awarded $200 million to deliver this. 2023. Mission 1. 2021. This is crazy stuff. Now accepting payloads. Astrobotic provides end-to-end payload delivery service on landers and rovers to the moon. Who the hell are you paying on the moon? E.T.? That's why I know there's other beings out there in the world. And even to have this type of technology, you have to be consulting some type of ET grade, extraterrestrial, Arcturian, whatever. You don't get this information just being regular. Look at some of this. Satellites and probes. Science exploration. Alright, nothing really here like that. But let's see something else real quick. This is the team. John Thornton. These guys are all big in space and NASA. Every last one of them. Wow. Interesting. Now, this was that website for all moonkind. Let's just look at the partners real quick. The lunar landing site represents unparalleled human achievement. AB Space. Wow, okay. I see you. Back to Astrobotic. That was the team. So the vision, we make a high capability space missions practical for a broad spectrum of businesses, scientific and social applications. We believe in the elegant, pragmatic use of robotics to drive down costs, improve capability, and increase reliability. That is true, because if you get rid of humans and use robots, you definitely save more money. And the robots work longer without breaks. And they increase the reliability because they're designed and programmed to do one thing, which is their job. Humans, you got to wonder what the hell they're going to do. Hopefully they do a good job. We will empower a thriving human space presence that explores the world beyond Earth orbit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Jetsons. That's just the truth. We are the Jetsons. And this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. Now, this was the the Long Now Foundation. The Long Now Foundation was established in 1996 to foster long-term thinking and responsibility in the framework of the next 10,000 years. Now, you know I want to read more about Long Now. The Clock and Library Project. Civilization is revving itself into pathologically short attention span. The trend might be coming from the acceleration of technology, the short horizon perspective of market-driven economics, the next election perspective of democracies, or the distractions of personal multitasking. All are on the increase. Some sort of balancing corrective to the short-sightedness is needed, some mechanism or myth which encourages the long view and the taking of long-term responsibility, where long-term is measured at least in centuries. Long Now purposes both a mechanism and a myth. It began with an observation and idea by computer scientist Daniel Hillis. Wow. This is the site you definitely want to come back to. Let's see, though. Their community. I know there are some affiliation with Warren Buffett. And if you're thinking 10,000 years in advance, you definitely need to be of a certain caliber of people. Anyways, this is all connected to Spacechain. And this is very interesting stuff. Let's see some of their projects they have going on. 10,000 year clock. Wow. Now I know this is a long video, ladies and gentlemen, but it is what it is. The Rosetta Project is a global collaboration of language specialists and native speakers working to build a publicly accessible digital library of human languages. Wow. And this is all going to be stored on space. Wow. This is really mind-boggling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see the value in Spacechain. It is so deep that I have to take a break. And I didn't even really go deep. Like, I went deep, but you can even go deeper. But see, words mean things, folks. And if you can see the 6 degrees of separation, you can see where we're going. We are the real life Jetsons. That's where they want us, Rosie. Susie. Whatever the other names were. Elroy. Elroy Jetson. Hey, Dad! What was the dog's name? I forget. But it doesn't matter anyways. Because you know who this is. This is your boy, Brando. It's bigger than race, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for tuning in and staying with me. I appreciate you. Patreon members, I love you. You know who this is. Investigate truth on your own terms.